Hello and welcome to Let's Challenge. This week I'm continuing the Leather Whip only challenge, and our little hand has already grabbed me. So here I'm trying to play through Castlevania 4 with only the Leather Whip and no sub-weapons, and I'm on to level 2. I'm doing a level a week. And last week I started talking about sub-weapons for some reason, but I think there was some more stuff I need to say. I didn't really finish talking about sub-weapons. There's at least one more thing I need to talk about, and that's the ability to upgrade sub-weapons. I never mentioned that. So, in the classic Castlevania games, I guess 1 and 3 and Castlevania 4, you can upgrade your sub-weapons. And once you grab one, you can it starts at level 1, and then you can upgrade it to level 2, and then to level 3. And that's what really makes the cross really powerful, is when you upgrade them, it allows you to throw more than one item at a time. So if it's level 3, you can throw 3. And since the cross is a slow moving thing, when you get 3 of them going around on the screen, it gets really, well, you can get a lot of hits in on guys really fast. It's really powerful because of that. But the most interesting thing about the sub-weapon system, how you upgrade it, is it's not immediately obvious until you play the game a little bit, but the more things you kill with this sub-weapon, the faster you can level it up. That includes candles, so the more stuff you hit with your sub-weapons, the sooner it will drop the next level up item to level up your sub-weapon. And that's something that probably not a lot of people know right away. I don't think I ever noticed that for a long time. It was something more recently that I learned. And it's mainly in Castlevania 3, where it's works really well. It is really useful. Like this as an example, on the first level of Castlevania 3, you can level up your axe all the way from level 1 to a level 3 axe just in the first level. As long as you're constantly hitting candles and enemies and stuff with the axe and using it, you can level up to level 3 in the first level. So that changes how you play a lot. I think that's cool. Like it makes you think to use the sub-weapons more if you need to level it up really fast. The best example of a time when you would want to level up a sub-weapon really fast is actually Castlevania 1, when you're fighting Dracula. In Dracula's room, there, well, let's say, there's 2 forms, Dracula has 2 forms in the first Castlevania, and the second form is really easy if you have a level 2 holy water. And in fact, in Dracula's room is some holy water, but it's not level 2, of course, when you get it. But what's interesting is you can level it up. Okay, so I've made it to Medusa. This was a part I was a little worried about for this challenge. I think Medusa will be hard with only a leather whip. If I actually kill some of the snakes. Okay, let's try this again. This will give me more time to talk about Dracula in Castlevania 1. So I was going to say is level 2 holy water was really very powerful against Dracula's second form in Castlevania 1. And they give you a holy water, but they don't give you level 2 holy water. But if you know how to upgrade your sub-weapons quickly, you can upgrade it to level 2 by destroying Dracula's fireballs with the holy water. If you destroy enough of them, you can upgrade it to level 2 before he gets to his second form. And then the second form should be really easy. The only thing you'd have to worry about then is just running out of hearts. Alright, get out of here, frogs. And I am letting myself get meat for this challenge, but I'm going to skip the big meat here so I don't have to wait on the cross to get out of the way. There's this little meat up here on the bridge. As long as I don't let that skeleton hit me, and I did let him hit me, I could get all my health back. So let's be a little more careful with Medusa though. Actually focus on killing our snakes, and this. I think the big thing is I just need to take my time. If I just go slowly, I can deal with this challenge. I think Medusa is one of the stranger Castlevania enemies for the early games because, well, in Castlevania 1, like just about every boss, except for I guess the big bat, was some type of horror movie monster. Like you got Frankenstein's monster, and you have the Mummy, and you have Dracula, of course, but then you have Medusa. And another thing I can think of is, I guess it could be Medusa from Clash of the Titans. That could be what it's inspired from. But it still stands out as a little different from everyone else. Alright, I don't think she goes past that pillow. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now, there's still a second half of the level, kind of, though. It's a little short. So, yeah, I think the hard part of this level was getting past Medusa with enough health to really get through this, too. But I think I've got it fine now. So yeah, I guess Medusa comes from the old Clash of the Titans movie. Because all the other enemies, all the bosses anyways, came from other, like, movies. Well, except for Death. I guess Death isn't quite a horror movie monster, but... And he's become a staple of Castlevania, of course. Yeah, Death is probably the one boss out of all the bosses in the game that I'll be most worried about trying to beat with the leather web. So yeah, I guess I could talk more about enemies since I started talking about that a little bit. There's some bats. I think there might be a bat in every level in Super Castlevania 4. I'm not sure about that, but I think bats are an important enemy in Castlevania. At least these only ones, because, you know, they can supposed to be about hunting vampires, but you don't see vampires very often. They're a rare thing because they're, you know, powerful. Sometimes you don't see any until Dracula. So, I think the game needs something to remind you that you're a vampire hunter, and that's bats. So they put in an enemy that's, you know, a little weaker. That won't remind you of vampires, but without being as powerful as vampires. Okay, so that's stage 2 done. Well, I'll go on to stage 3 next week. And I might start doing 2 stages a week because the stages aren't too long. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.